This is a First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Alerts. Here is Skylar Doyle.
All right, thanks for joining us here. Yeah, we're back. We have another warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of the viewing area in southwest Virginia. This is for Lee, Scott, and Wise County and the city of Norton. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 10:45 according to the National Weather Service. That's the wrong thing. National Weather Service in Morristown says that we have this storm that's approaching Big Stone Gap. They could produce 60-mile-an-hour winds here as we go through the next little bit. So again, our base velocity is showing that strong wind potential. Actually, let's try to see if we can switch to the Jackson, Kentucky radar here as we go through the next little bit. So again, let's see here if this will load for us, and it will. Yeah, this will give us a little bit of a better look at that severe thunderstorm. We do have some strong gusty winds within that severe thunderstorm. That warning here for the next little bit here until 10:45, so about the next 46 minutes there on that severe thunderstorm warning. We have a strong thunderstorm alert, though, for this from Gate City to Kingsport to Colonial Heights to near Jonesboro right now. This is starting to bow out. This is kind of starting to concern me for very strong winds pushing into the Tri-Cities metro area right now. We could have the potential of very strong winds into the Tri-Cities metro, some small hail. So want to have your devices charged. The ground is saturated right now, so winds of just 50 to 55 miles an hour, like the Weather Service says. These storms pushing into Colonial Heights and Kingsport, eventually Bristol and Blountville, are producing. That is going to down some power lines potentially, and some trees, and potentially cause some power outages. So if you're in the viewing area north and east of this line of storms, you want to be taking those precautions, charging your devices right now. And then again, we have this warning here for basically all of Wise County, with the exception of the far western part of the county, far northeast Lee and northwest Scott County, near Fort Blackmore and Dungannon, and does include Duffield right now. It does not include Gate City. This part of the line is actually concerning me a little more than that severe thunderstorm warning is here. It's kind of taking on that backward C shape here as it bows out from Colonial Heights near Gray. That's indicative that very heavy rain and strong gusty winds could have some thunder, maybe some lightning with it as well here as it moves off up to the north and east. So again, we do have the potential that we have some strong gusty wind within this. The tornado threat very low, and right now I'm not seeing anything within this line that would suggest to me that we have a tornado. If we turn on our rotation tracker, we're not really seeing anything on it, which is some very good news. Wrong velocity image. Let's go to our base velocity here. We are noting some strong winds along the leading edge of both of this line here, both in the severe thunderstorm warning and outside the severe thunderstorm warning. Thinking Kingsport, Colonial Heights, Spurgeon, Jonesboro. This is on top of you, heading for Johnson City, Bluff City, Blountville here with this line of strong winds and heavy rain. Those winds could gust to 55 miles an hour. Winds that could gust 60 miles an hour in this severe thunderstorm warning includes Appalachia, Big Stone Gap, heading to Norton and Wise and Coburn. As we go through the next little bit, we'll see if this warning needs to be extended into Dickinson County as it gets closer. These storms are moving at 55 miles an hour. They are moving fast, and the fast-moving storms will cause some of those high winds up aloft in our atmosphere translate down the surface. Not even talking about thunderstorm winds throughout the night tonight and the day tomorrow. We have a high wind warning for Grayson County and Ashe County and Watauga County and Avery County, and wind advisory for the mountains of East Tennessee and for Smith and Tazewell counties in southwest Virginia. So that's talking about winds not even associated with the storms that are moving through as we go through the nighttime hours tonight, into the early afternoon tomorrow. So we'll watch that closely. But again, here's that line of storms here pushing through the viewing area as we speak. And again, we really didn't expect much severe weather out of this isolated severe storm, and that's what we're seeing. We had the severe thunderstorm warning in northeast Greene County a little earlier. We have this one right here in Wise and Big Stone Gap right now. We have that severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Mitchell, Yancey, Madison counties in North Carolina outside of the viewing area. We have this strong line of wind and heavy rain, not really a lot of thunder in it, pushing northeast into the Tri-Cities, and it's moving through very quickly. Within 10 minutes, it's going to be gone from your location, at least the heaviest part of it, with it moving at 55 miles an hour. The strong winds will be along the very leading edge of this line of storminess. So again, here as we look at the radar imagery here, and again, we'll check our rotation tracker. We just want to make sure we're not missing anything, and I'm not seeing anything standing out to me, which is good news. Again, we have these two severe thunderstorm warnings. Tri-Cities is kind of sandwiched in between the two, I should say, because this area here near into western North Carolina in the severe thunderstorm warning, this area in Wise and Scott, and northeast Lee County in the severe thunderstorm warning. Could need to include Dickinson County, maybe northern Russell County here over the next little bit. In this area, moving into the Tri-Cities, not under severe thunderstorm warning, under a special weather statement. And Lee County has just been is now out of the severe thunderstorm warning. National Weather Service saying they're going to update this warning. Still 60-mile-an-hour winds. They're going to cancel Lee County out of that. They are going to put the city of Norton, Scott County, and Wise County. They're going to keep them in that warning here over the next little bit. The update says that a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 10:45 for north central Scott and Wise counties in the city of Norton. At 10:02, a severe thunderstorm located over Norton right now, just near Norton, was moving to the northeast at 55 miles an hour, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are being indicated by Doppler radar. Let's zoom into that severe thunderstorm warning here. Right now, just moving in here to the city of Norton from Part E down to basically the Wise-Scott County line is where we're watching that, and it's moving right into Norton, the strongest part of this here. We could be seeing some of those strong, gusty, damaging winds pushing into the first one Tri-Cities, pushing through the first one Tri-Cities area, and then again from Gate City now toward Bloomingdale, just east of Colonial Heights here along this red line here, that's I-81, to now pushing into Johnson City. If you're in Johnson City, very strong winds, 50 to 55-mile-an-hour gusts are possible heading your way. Hope your devices are charged. Bluffville, Bluff City, Bristol, you're up next. Make sure your phones are charged, your devices are charged, just in case the power goes out in your area. Here's we'll go through the next little bit again in storm tracking mode for that severe weather potential here as we go through the Tri-Cities. It's 10:04 on a Monday night. I'm First One Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle. First One Tri-Cities Lead Field Correspondent Billy Bowling is keeping an eye on that storm off to the north here in southwest Virginia. He'll report back to us if he sees anything significant with that storm here, as he's in Russell County and going to actually, I think, be heading up toward that severe warning storm right now. See if he can get any good shots from that. Again, from Gate City to Colonial Heights to Spurgeon to Jonesboro, pushing off to the northeast. That's where we're watching the storms moving into the metro. It will impact the most people in our viewing area. But again, this pushing into Norton and Wise is still of concern. Parts of northern Scott County in this as well, as it does push off to the north due to that, again, strong, gusty, damaging wind potential of 60 miles an hour. That's all we're seeing in the storms right now. No rotation, which is the good news. But again, this backward C shape, we got to watch because that bows out. That produces the strongest of winds across the area, and we'll watch that very closely. And we seeing a signature down here? Yeah, we are seeing a little signature, maybe some hail down here. Small hail to say the least, but yeah, maybe some hail, some small hail within this storm here in Washington County, Tennessee, according to Doppler radar. Some hail maybe up to half-inch size. Half an inch, that's not large, but you know, that shows the strength of this storm here in parts of the area. Actually, I'm going to step off the screen here and look at our hail tracker if I can. Yeah, that it is right there just to the east of Midway, pushing into Johnson City. It is showing that small hail potential. That's something that to keep an eye on here as we go through the next little bit. So again, this is the strong gusty line pushing through the metro right now. We have the severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Wise County, Scott County, and the city of Norton until 10:45. So that goes for the next little bit here. So we still have a little bit of ways to go in that warning in regards to severe thunderstorm potential here across the region. But again, we are watching that closely. You know, we have severe thunderstorm warnings on the map. At the same time, if I can pull this up real quick, we have winter weather advisories on the map in purple here for tonight. And again, you see that blue box, that's that strong thunderstorm alert there. There's that line pushing through the Tri-Cities here. about to push into Bristol, pushing through Johnson City right now. But again, you see that winter weather advisory. I want to show you that. Let's get back to our other radar, which I seem to like just a little bit better here as we'll zoom in here with this. Actually, my lights just flickered, so if the power goes out here in the studio, we are in Bristol, and this gusty line is about to move through. We'll be watching that very closely here. So again, line of rain, not a lot of thunder and lightning within this. So you're not going to hear a lot of thunder, not going to hear a lot of that there to give you that warning. It's going to be rain and wind. That's really got that going here. So again, this strong, gusty thunderstorm pushing into Bristol, Walnut Hill, the Wallace area, the Benhams area up here, Mendota, Gate City Highway, Highway 58's right there. Here, as this is pushing in, you want to watch those strong, gusty winds pushing into your area. It could potentially reach 50 to 55 miles an hour pushing into the Tri-Cities. That'll definitely down some trees and power lines. And again, we have that storm in Weiss County. That is severe thunderstorm warned right now. Let's switch over to a radar that might give us a little better view. That'd be the Jackson, Kentucky radar. And then did they cancel that warning, or is it just not loaded back? I think it's just not loaded back yet. And again, we are watching a little area near Johnson City that might be trying to rotate here. I was watching that, and another member of our team here texted me about it. So again, that's that area, that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's get back down to the Morristown radar. I was noticing a little notch here, and we'll see here. We'll check our rotation tracker. Yeah, look at that. That's trying to wrap up there near Johnson City and Pinecrest. Now just the east Johnson City, pushing into Carter County. Got some hail with it. We're going to watch it very, very closely here as we go through the next little bit here. If you are in the area, we just want to let you know that the strong winds are pushing through, so we're just going to stick with this here for the next little bit. And again, if we need to keep our coverage going, we'll keep it going as long as we need. So again, watching this area right here, you see that little notch. It's got some hail with it. It's saying the hail size still a little less than a half an inch on this, but again, it's got some hail. And this thing is trying to bow out, and maybe like I said, trying to do something there on that southern end of it, and we need to watch closely in case that tries to spin up. But again, that right there is a little bowing segment of this line pushing through the Tri-Cities. We could see a severe thunderstorm warning. Not sure if we will, but we could. Parts of Sullivan County, parts of Scott County, into Washington County, Virginia, and Johnson and Carter counties in East Tennessee, maybe parts of Washington County, Tennessee. So we really need to watch this just in case we would get those warnings here over the next few minutes. So again, this line of strong thunderstorms now pushing through the area. These here that I'm talking about in the metro, not severe. The only severe thunderstorm warning we have right now for Wise County, parts of northern Scott County here, and also the city of Norton. But again, these storms here continue to impress me, pushing now into Blountville, about to push into western Washington County, Virginia, again, about to push into Bluff City, Watauga. Those areas are the ones that really need to be on alert right now for that potential of very strong winds over the next little bit. I'm going to try to get you a look from our camera network from resortcams.com. This is a live look right now downtown Bristol. The storms have not moved in yet. We'll get back to that camera view here as when the storms get ready to move in. But again, if you are watching us here from Bristol, these storms are about to move in. They're over Blountville right now, to Bluff City, to Watauga. Again, to Johnson City, to Central here, just east of Johnson City. Now, see, it didn't last long in Johnson City. But again, these storms pushing in very close. You'll see a comment about the Blountville area. You have heavy rain, strong winds over you now. As these continue to push through, we'll watch them closely. Right now, just heavy rain, strong winds, not severe weather, but some strong storms that we want to keep you alert about. 695 customers without power in Greene County right now. Going to power outage .us. let's see here. We're kind of thinking with this starting to bow out, we might see the Weather Service try to warn this here for parts of the area. We'll see here. And again, we have this severe thunderstorm warning. The strongest part of that is just push east of Wise now, and I don't think that's going to be extended into Dickinson County. I just really don't look too impressive to me. This part down here to the south just looks 10 times more impressive, in my eyes at least. Again, if I look at our rotation tracker, not seeing a lot of rotation. Again, good news that we're not seeing really rotation within this storm. When I look at the potential for hail here just to the east of Johnson City, we're seeing that potential for maybe some small hail. Maybe now on radar here with this purple color just between Blountville and Bluff City there in Sullivan County. So we'll watch that closely. I'm keeping an eye on our camera in downtown Bristol. Bristol is about to be rocking, and I mean rocking here very soon is Bristol. So not really thunder and lightning wise, but with the rain, we're about to see Bristol really ramp up here, and it looks calm downtown right now. We'll take you back downtown Bristol. ReliableResortCamps.com, First One Tri-Cities Camera Network. We're watching that closely. That scene is about to change here in the next little bit. It looks like we have a further update to this severe thunderstorm warning in Wise County. Let's go to that. If we could, National Weather Service here updating this severe thunderstorm warning for Wise County, Virginia. It looks like they've cut Scott County out of it. This is primarily now just Wise County, Virginia now in this warning, and parts of the city of Norton. But that storm is past Norton now. As we go here to back down to the metro, which is where we are watching the storms the closest to see if they are going to be warned for that potential strong to gusty winds. Again, we're noting to you that these storms are bowing out, and when they bow out like this, they are known for causing damaging wind gusts. When we will be watching that very, very closely in case a severe thunderstorm is needed from any of the metro area. You know, we're getting multiple reports of power outage. Here some by Wing Deer Park, Colonial Heights, Washington County, Tennessee, Pennington Gap, Piney Flats. If your power is out, let us know here in the comments. But that's just some reports we're seeing here that we are seeing power outages from these storms. So these storms really mean business here as they push through the area. They're pushing into western Washington County, northern Sullivan County, into Carter County right now, folks. These storms are bowing out and might produce some strong winds from Nicholsville to Mendota to about Bristol now, Bluff City, Elizabethton. Be on guard. Again, the power outage numbers are ramping up with this line of storms. So you really want to be cautious here. Again, let's see if we can get Bright Ridge, the outage map up. And for the Johnson City area. And again, as soon as this starts to really move into Bristol, we will go to that camera live for you. And yes, I was just looking at this off screen on another radar, and again, our friends over at Green WX are noting that something might be trying to spin near Bristol. And yeah, we are noting a lot of outages right now in the Piney Flats, southwest Johnson City area, the Austin Springs area right now, also into the Colonial Heights area, according to Bright Ridge. A lot of people without power right now across the region. So again, let's go back to our base reflectivity here. And if I'm looking at a radar product off screen, just to the north of Bristol Motor Speedway, we're seeing some broad rotation right now. And again, we are getting reports of wind damage as well that we need to watch. And again, we're going to go to this live view right now. Actually, is the power out in Bristol? Because this view don't look too live to me. It looks like a frozen shot. Nope, okay, it's now working again. This is a live look from downtown Bristol. All looks calm right now. We'll see. This line is about to push into downtown. And when it does, we're going to take you back to that camera. For now, we'll go back to radar for just a second. Again, the severe thunderstorm warning for Wise County probably going to be canceled early or allowed to expire. Watching these storms pushing into Bristol could produce small hail, strong gusty winds in excess of 50 miles an hour, possible now into western Washington County, into northern Sullivan County, pushing into the Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia metro. If you're in Bristol, hopefully your devices are charged. We gave you the warning. Again, people saying high winds in Unicoi City, or in Unicoi County, and that the storms are hitting Bristol, Tennessee right now. Again, we're seeing the strongest winds now pushing into Bristol. Again, a little bit of broad rotation might be trying to develop near Bristol. Right now, no tornado threat in the Bristol area. As of right now, this is a live look at Bristol and from our camera network. We're going to go right back to that. We're watching this area here that's pushing into Bristol. You're seeing that little bit of small hail potential, very gusty winds, heavy rainfall pushing into the Bristol, Virginia, and Tennessee area, into western Washington County, northern Sullivan County here. So again, this is a live look from downtown Bristol, resortcams.com camera network, noting these storms pushing into the viewing area here. Pushing through the viewing area. We are going to just keep with this shot because these storms are about to push into the downtown area. Again, if you lose power, let us know, and we will. That will help our report right now. Again, Bristol, very gusty winds, heavy rain hitting the Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia area. If you're in Bristol right now, you do not want to go outside in this. You want to stay away from windows if at all possible right now. This is gusty winds. Really shocked that this is not severe thunderstorm warned right now through the area. And again, we are going to just do a quick post here on X as well. As these storms are about to push into downtown Bristol. That's why we have you on that camera. This is a live look at radar in downtown Bristol right now for that area here. Again, I'm very shocked we don't have a severe thunderstorm warning for this. This is now live at downtown Bristol. I'm wondering if this camera has froze again. Here as we go through the next little bit. And again, we're going to try to refresh that camera, so just hold tight. This camera is having some issues. Yeah, that was not live as I expected, which it is now. So let's take you back to Bristol. Again, this is not pushed into downtown. It's just pushing into downtown about right now. It should be pushing in here very soon to downtown Bristol. So we'll see that here in just a moment. 10:21, First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle, alongside our First Warn Tri-Cities team, tracking severe strong thunderstorms right now pushing through the Tri-Cities metro, including Bristol. Here, as this does move through the Bristol area, we are watching for some strong winds. There has been a little bit of rotation within this storm. Here, we are watching that part of it closely right now. Any tornado threat's very low. Again, gusty winds about to push in to Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, western Washington County, Virginia. Power outages are going to ramp up. Okay, here it comes into downtown Bristol. Right now, you can see the gusty winds starting to hit. So the very gusty winds, the heavy rainfall is hitting as well here in Bristol. In downtown Bristol here, you can see those gusty winds and heavy rainfall. Probably going to see this camera start shaking a little bit here as a very strong thunderstorm is impacting Bristol right now. Not severe, but very strong. Some people reporting some small hail within this storm in the Bristol area. And this is a very strong storm in Bristol right now. As we're going through the next little bit, we'll stick with this storm here as long as we think it remains a danger to you. And right now, we are sticking with it due to that being very strong, pushing through a highly populated area at night, 10:22 here on a Monday night. First Warn Tri-City severe weather coverage. We notice as this is hitting a metro, our numbers are going to be going up. So again, you're looking at a live look from downtown Bristol. I won't take you away from this for long. We are going to take you to radar real quick. Very strong winds, heavy rain, small hail pushing through parts of Bristol, western Washington County, northeast Sullivan County, going to push into parts of Johnson County, Tennessee, and it's pushing through Bristol, Virginia, and Bristol, Tennessee right now. Not going to last long where you are, but how long it does last, maybe 5-10 minutes, the strongest part of this. But it is definitely going to leave some impacts. Power outages potential as well is up there with this. A lot of power outages down in Washington County and parts of Sullivan County, Colonial Heights, Piney Flats, Johnson City. A lot of outages tonight here as we go through the next little bit. So again, First Warn Tri-Cities, strong thunderstorm coverage here. As I zoom out, I do want to note we do still have a severe thunderstorm warning technically for Wise County. That storm is pushed out of Wise County into Dickinson County. No warning was extended there. And also, and that severe thunderstorm warning is actually just canceled. 911 call center is reporting thunderstorm wind damage in Greene County. A few trees have been reported down so far between Tusculum and Mossheim from that storm that they severe warned a little earlier today. But again, we are watching the storm that's just pushed through downtown Bristol right now. Let's take you back to radar here as it has just pushed through the downtown area. We're going to take the camera real quick while we try to get our chroma key wall up. So again, now this is about to push through the Wallace area of Bristol, and as this gets up into Bristol here, a little bit farther up the interstate, our studios are about to get impacted by this. Very strong winds, very heavy rainfall about to push through here. This line of storm is going to come in. It's going to hit hard. It's not going to last long, but it's going to hit. But it is going to hit hard with strong winds up to 50 to 55 miles an hour. Could easily knock down trees and power lines. Some very heavy rainfall as well. And on top of the heavy rain that we've already seen over the past few days, again, this is heading toward Abingdon. So if you are in Abingdon, Virginia right now, in the Meadowview area, this is going up along the I-81 corridor and then down into parts of Sullivan County, Hickory Tree area. You need to be on guard here, and then heading into northern Johnson County, Mountain City, Shady Valley needs to be on guard, Damascus and southeast Washington County. These areas here need to be on guard for the potential of strong gusty winds, capable of downing trees and power lines and potentially causing some power outages here. So we get to the area again. As the line moves through our area here, where our studios are, if we lose power, we're obviously going to be knocked off the air. So if we just randomly go off, that is because of a power outage. We'll keep you updated via post, via our cell phones, our other team members. We promise we will keep you updated here. But right here is that very strong line of rain and wind that's pushing off to the east. Again, power outages are going up as well. This is heading up I-81 right now. It's near exit 5, exit 7 area. If I had to guess here on location based on our radar imagery, yeah, so right here is going to be the exit 7 area. This yellow here, that's Lee Highway. This is the Wallace community near Wallace Middle School. Here, this is I-81. This is pushing right over Wallace right now, right near John Battle High School. This is pushing off to the north and east. Very heavy rain, very gusty winds. Could knock down trees and power lines, cause power outages here as it pushes off to the north and east. We're watching this storm very closely for that potential strong winds here. Again, very heavy amounts of rain. This is not warned for right now when it comes to severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings. So you might be wondering why we're on the air. We're on the air because we feel like the storm is still strong enough to produce some damage and maybe impact you. Also, it is 10:26 at night, and people might be in bed being woken up by the heavy rain and strong winds hitting their house. So we want to alert them to that. And again, people saying that people describing this as a bad storm, very bad storm here. Again, this initial line that has came through has crossed through all of our metro areas now, or crossing through the last part of our metro areas now, but we're going to stick with this no matter where you're at in our coverage area right now. Okay, we'll at least stick with this here as it at least goes through Abingdon probably, unless we notice a weakening trend within this. But again, it's right, the strongest part of this is really from the Washington-Russell County line through Wallace, through far southern Washington County, Virginia, northeast Sullivan, into Johnson and Carter counties. Okay, this is where we have the strongest part. That's where heavy rain, strong winds are hitting right now, pushing right over the Wallace area of Bristol, Virginia. This is Lee Highway. This in this area is also going to be John Battle High School, a Target area, and it's pushing up toward the exit 10 area right now, and eventually toward the Virginia Highlands Airport, toward downtown Abingdon, toward Abingdon High School, Johnson Memorial Hospital, things like that is next in line for this very strong thunderstorm. That part of it. This part of it, Hickory Tree, Holston Valley, Shady Valley, and into Mountain City down here. You are next in line for this part of the storm as it moves off to the north and east here. Live storm tracking coverage for you here. A lot of people saying, Bluff City, Watauga, getting slammed by storms here. And, if we see significant enough wind damage, the National Weather Service will have to come out and survey here. So, again, we have these storms pushing into the central parts of Washington County, Virginia now, western Washington County, into central Washington County again, about to push through the exit 10 areas. And it's basically riding the I-81 corridor there. And then again, northeast Sullivan County into Johnson County. Again, the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect for Wise County has been allowed to expire. Strongest part of the storms now from basically St. Paul just south there through parts of Russell County into Washington County and Sullivan County and then Johnson County and also parts of Carter County. So again, this is the part of the storm that's about to come through here, parts of central Washington County and southwest Virginia. Again, this is about to push into the exit 10 area, and then this riding up to about exit 13 there. Again, the Abingdon area, the Meadowview area, you're about to get hit hard. There's Brumley Gap, Abingdon, Meadowview, Glade Springs. Here comes the heavy rain here at our studios. We can hear the rain, not hearing the wind just yet. We're hearing that heavy, heavy rain starting to downpour in the area. Not a lot of thunder with this, not a lot of lightning. You're being woken up by this heavy rain and strong winds, especially through about now 10:30 on a Monday evening. First One Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle alongside our entire team. We're tracking this strong thunderstorm, non-severe right now, but strong thunderstorms pushing through the Tri-Cities metro. Has pushed through Kingsport, has pushed through Johnson City, some lingering moderate to heavy rain, but here comes the very heavy rain over our studios to the Wallace area. This is actually in your area. This is moving over the exit 10 area of Bristol into southern Washington County in Virginia, northern Johnson County, southeast Washington County, be alert, and then into the Abingdon area. This is Highway 19. There, maybe even some small hail hitting here, pelting the windows here. So again, this is very, very strong wind, rain, small hail impacting the area right now, pushing through Washington County in southwest Virginia. It's coming through fast and it's coming through heavy, but we are watching this right now as it pushes to the northeast through the area. Power outages are going up through the area as well. Pushing into Abingdon right now is where this storm is heading next. This is pushing off to the north and east, and a new alert is coming out from the National Weather Service. Well, I say a new alert. This has nothing to do with what we're tracking right now. We'll get to that alert near the end of our broadcast here. That's a whole other thing to worry about for later tonight. So again, I-81 here. It's moving up the 81 corridor right here, right between Bristol and Abingdon. It's pushing to the exit 10 area. About to start around exit 13 area right now near the Virginia Highlands Airport. Right now, we are advising folks to just be indoors. Try to stay away from the windows right now because these very strong winds, some heavy rain, and some small hail into the Abingdon area is next in line as this rides the I-81 corridor. And that's right here, going to be that strongest part of the storm. We're even seeing a hail signature down here in northern Carter County of some small hail, maybe up to half-inch size hail here. Let's turn on our rotation tracker, make sure we're not really seeing any rotation. No, I don't think we're really seeing much rotation with this storm here as it's moving through the area. But again, this is some very strong winds, heavy rain here pushing from, again, parts of Washington County, Virginia, where the strongest parts are, just south of the Russell County line into Washington County, and then into parts of northeast Sullivan, northern Carter, pushing into Johnson County, Mountain City, about to get in on this. So is Shady Valley here, Damascus, the Connerock area, the Taylors Valley, the Green Cove area, going to get in on a little bit of this as well. Glade Spring, Chilhowie, Meadowview, Abingdon also going to get in on this as these strong storms move from west to east across the area. They are weakening a little bit. We still have this little part here that is showing some signs here of some severe weather. So as I am going to switch over to our other source, real quick, because we just got a new alert into the First Warn Tri-Cities Weather Center, a winter weather advisory. Yeah, you heard me right. A winter weather advisory has been issued for Bell, Harlan, Letcher, and Leslie counties in southeast Kentucky here. Again, this is a brand new winter weather advisory. That does include Pike, Letcher, Perry, Leslie, Harlan, and Bell counties in southeast Kentucky. This is going to run from, let's see here, till 8 a.m. on Tuesday. A brief period of snow, heavy at times, up to, maybe 2 inches in that area, 2 to 3 inches, maybe even above 2,000 feet. We have the winter weather advisory for the Tennessee, North Carolina mountains. This is our alert map. Strong thunderstorm alerts being issued by the Weather Service in Blacksburg ahead of this storm for Tazewell County, for Smith County, down through parts of Grayson, Ashe, and Watauga County. Severe thunderstorm warning for Madison, Mitchell, and Yancey counties here. So there is that. Let's send you back now to our main radar, our storm tracker. Here, our First Warn live radar imagery right now. Abingdon here down into northern Carter County. That's where the strongest part of this is moving through now. Again, some heavy rain, some gusty winds. So right now, here's what we're going to do. Zoom out, we're going to give you a big picture. Right now, some thunder, some lightning potential. But again, some power outages are the main threat right now. We have some thunderstorm wind damage reports, multiple reports of trees down across Wise County, according to the 911 call center, and again across Greene County. Power outages are ramping up. Has ramped up across parts of Washington County, Sullivan County, and Greene County, and probably now into the Bristol area as well. Could be seeing some power outages. Right now, what we're going to do, you want to remain alert as this line does come across your area. We want to warn you of that first. If you're in Abingdon, Damascus, Glade Springs, Chilhowie, Marion, White Top area, maybe even into southern Tazewell County, and into parts of Ashe and Watauga County, want to remain alert. Heavy rain and gusty winds are possible. Here's a couple things that we want to do. First off, winter weather advisories are in effect for the Tennessee, North Carolina mountains. Let's go ahead and pull that map back up real quick. Okay, that is not what we wanted. That is what we want. Okay, here it is. So again, we have that winter weather advisory for Johnson, the eastern part of Carter County, Unicoi County, southeast Greene County, for Bell, Harlan, Letcher, Leslie, also outside of our viewing area, Pike, and Perry. And then I turn off, and we just got another alert. And so these are actually going to be extended into southwest Virginia. So the National Weather Service in Morristown has put Wise County, Virginia under a winter weather advisory now for total snow accumulations of up to 2 inches and wind gusting as high as 45 miles an hour for Wise County. They have now been added to that winter weather advisory in coordination with Jackson. Okay, let's turn off the winter alerts real quick here. You're seeing a little bit behind the scenes work. And let's turn on the high wind alerts here. So we have a wind advisory in effect. And ignore the blue polygons in the severe thunderstorm warning. We have a high wind warning for Grayson County, Ashe County, Watauga County, and Avery County. A wind advisory for Tazewell County, Smith County, Johnson, Carter, Unicoi, Greene counties, southeast Greene County, through the tomorrow morning and early afternoon hours for non-thunderstorm winds. And the high wind warning exceeding 70 miles an hour and the wind advisory exceeding 50 miles an hour. So we have a lot of alerts right now. So if we turn it just to severe alerts right now, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings in our viewing area. We have only strong thunderstorm alerts for parts of Ashe, Watauga, Tazewell, Smith, Grayson, Dickinson, Buchanan, and then a good part of the Tri-Cities for this line that has just pushed through Bristol, Johnson, and Kingsport for this area. Wrong thing. It's for this area right here. I want to check that little area here before we get off here. Make sure I'm not seeing anything on rotation track or anything like that. We're not. What we're going to do, we're going to go off the air. Here in Mountain City, Damascus, Abingdon is hitting you right now. Glade Spring, Meadowview, Chilhowie, Marion, Connerock, White Top, Jefferson, maybe even Boone into Independence. We want to let you know some strong gusty winds are heading your way. Power outages are a potential, along with the potential of some downed trees. Okay, so be careful if you're out on the roads, especially. Again, have your devices charged if this is heading your way. Power outages being reported across Washington County, Virginia, into Bristol, into parts of Sullivan County, Washington County, and Greene County, as far as we know right now. So again, right now, we're going to go off the air if need be, we will come back on the air, all right? Remember, the winter weather threat, though, is happening tonight. That winter weather threat includes some heavy snow potential, maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow for parts of Southwest Virginia, our Tennessee, North Carolina mountain counties, and up into East Kentucky. We'll continue to keep you updated. We'll have winter weather reports posts going in the morning. We'll continue to track these storms. If we need to come back on the air, we will. But for now, this has been a First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Alert. I'm First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle for the entire